Hello you guys, it is Terry and this is That's So Terry. This is my first video. I've been really I really don't know what I'm gonna do on this video. I really don't have a niche, I really don't have a theme, so I'm just gonna make my first video and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys like it. I hope eventually, I'm able to build me my own little YouTube family. So I'm very excited, and I know that with the hope that I have, I know I'll be dreaming big. I may or may not, end up having a big platform where I can, grow my own YouTube family, or I may have a small little family where, may have a few subscribers. But I am okay with whatever God blesses me with. I just want to say thank you, and for those of you who do tune in or who do find me entertaining. All right, so on this channel, I'm just gonna be myself. I'm probably just gonna do a lot of things around my home. I probably will do a lot of testimonies just because I am one of those people who love sharing testimonies. I feel like they're just something that, hold on, sorry about that. I just started brushing my teeth, and not brushing my teeth, but I just started using what is it called, peroxide, to clean out the rest that I didn't catch when I brushed my teeth. And I still be just get this bubbles. It's just so I'll be having to spit for a minute. What? Good night. My son, every time he hears me start and record, he all of a sudden needs me. Yes. No. Good night. It's bedtime. Oh my goodness, it's 12 o'clock at night. He ain't even supposed to be up. But he took a late nap, so that's why he's up. I gotta be at work in the morning, but you know what? I'm gonna get this video out anyway. But I am definitely one of those people who love sharing testimonies, because I've been through a lot in my life, but God has really shown me a lot of miracles, and I mean a lot of things. He has came in, I mean right on time. So if I'm one of those people, if you want a testimony, I am the person to come to, because I will deliver. Okay, God, whatever God shows me, he can also show you too. You just have to look to God for the answers. And let me tell you something, be ready. Okay, because God will show up. Okay, it's just one thing you have to learn in life is that you can't use God, you know what I'm saying? You cannot do that. So when it's from a generous place, from a pure heart or from a pure hearted place, then God will never, he will never let you down. You know what I'm saying? It will always come right on time, and if not, sometimes he surprises you when it comes beforehand, or at least before you expected it. This light is kind of bright. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna bring it down just a little notch. Okay. So I'm Terry, of course. I am 24 years old. I live in Omaha, Nebraska. This is my first house, and I love it. And I mean, I love it. That mug right there in the back, that is my special cup. I love that cup so much, and you'll probably see it in all of my videos. I am a mother. I have two sons. My oldest is Josiah. My youngest is Ishmael. All right, so as you guys can see, it beat. I'm holding in there, okay? I'm a woman who has two boys, all right? So, I was previously, I'm still actually legally married, but I'm getting that situated, and I'll be a divorced woman in no time. I think that in this time in my life, people may say because of, and I'm just going to speak from my own point of view. People can say because of where I am right now in my life, maybe I'm being selfish or I hate men, and I do not hate men. I am choosing to, and people say you're too young to make those type of decisions, but I'm really not. I'm young, but I've went through a lot of things in my life, and I've experienced a lot of things in my life. And in the future, whatever God holds for me is what God holds for me. I don't know, but I have free will. And I've made a decision that I think that I should stay single for the rest of my time here. I think that because of, nothing's wrong with friends. I want to make friends. I want to make friends. I want to build a social life. But I don't want to build a more so intimate connection with anyone else. I choose that, and I may seem selfish, but that doesn't mean I can't love people. Love is not only intimate when it's, you know, personal with you and another, you and a man. You know, love can be me loving my children, me loving my family, me loving total complete strangers, me loving my friends, me loving God. You know what I'm saying? That is love. Love is not just you being in a companionship with another person and you guys being together as one. That is love, but that's not the only type of love there is. So I'm choosing to just stay single. I realize that in my life, I feel like other people have been brought into this world to be in couples, to be coupled, and to be in relationships and to go through those things. And I don't know why, but I feel like in my life, I feel like through all of the things that I've been through in my life, I've been through them alone. It was never with like someone who was by my side. I've had a friend, of course, who I've confided in and I've talked to, but all of my trials and tribulations was more so by myself. I had my family who I go to for advice and who help me out when they can, but I've always went through a lot of things by myself. And of course people say, well, we all go through things by ourselves, but I feel like mine was more so on when God, this is where I'm going to speak on the testimony. I've noticed that, and this is why I feel like it was, maybe it was called for me to be alone. But when I am in relationships, even if they were toxic or they were good, or even if I didn't realize the type of relationship at the time because maybe I was too young or I was too selfish enough to even care, but I've noticed that when I was in relationships, I noticed that it was never like, even if it was stable for a while, things were great, it never stayed that way. It was like every relationship I had, even friendships, even family situations where I would live with someone and it would fall apart. It got to the point where I would go through so much trying to be attached to a person. And I know that attachment is a toxic trait because you should never be attached to someone. But I would become so grown onto these people, like so attached. I don't want to use attached, but I had grown so used to these people that I relied on that connection, you know. And I had realized that the closer I got to people, the worse things had gotten. Like it had fall apart like instantly, like it would just start to crumble, you know. It'd be that nice little steady area, and as soon as I say I like it here, it's like the rug gets ripped up from from underneath my feet and everything just goes like downhill from there. And I'm like, dang, you know, I thought that everything was good. And I'm not just talking about in personal relationships, I'm talking about friendships, family. Like everything would just fall apart the moment I kick my feet up and I say, you know what, I think I like it here, I can stay here. It just gets ripped right from under me. So, and I realized once I would decide, okay, God is telling me something. God is telling me something. He has to be telling me something. I would then be like, okay, I'm going to listen. And when I finally listen and I go about my way, things start to happen for me. Like when I'm by myself, like things start to happen for me. Like, and I'd be like, it took all of this, but like, yeah, because I get so comfortable where I refuse to acknowledge the signs, you know. And one thing about me is I love to hear God, and when I can't hear him, I'm scared. I'm gonna be honest, I am terrified. So when I start to see things in my life take place, and I'll be like, okay, that was God, that was God. I love those things. Those make me feel good inside. Like, okay, you know, God is with me, you know, I feel loved, you know. So I realized that through my life, I do better when I'm by myself. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I love having friends. I don't have any friends though. I love meeting new people, but I still don't have any friends. I love my family, but I don't really click with my family. Like, we cool, we cordial, of course. I talk to them all the time, but like, we not like this. You know what I'm saying? Like other family members. Like, there ain't no like, you my road dog to the end of the days. We gonna ride till the wheels fall off type. Like, nah, we ain't got that. But it's cool, but it ain't nothing like special or nothing like that. Like, nothing, nobody. I got my kids though. I love my babies, but they're kids, you know. And they let me know that I'm here, and they let me know that I'm loved, which is a plus. I know I'm loved from my kids, and I know I'm loved from God, Jesus, you know. And I know I'm loved from my family. I'm not gonna take that away from them. I'm not gonna discredit nobody. But I noticed that I'm way better when I'm by myself, okay? When I go on trips by myself, when I move, when God tell me to move, because I know I've been getting that call. So pretty soon, I love my house. I do so much, but I'm gonna be moving soon. But I just do better by myself. And I know there's other people out here who are going through the same thing, and you're wondering why. Like, why can't it just be right? Like, why? Because I feel like, darling, newsflash, you're meant to be by yourself. I don't believe, like, there's a quote in the Bible. I want to see if I can find it. But, you know, he was basically saying, like, you would prefer you single anyway. You know? You would prefer you single. But, you know, people want to get married. So if you want to get married, you know, it's not a sin. But, you know, you'll have a better relationship with him if you were single, because your image and who you are as a person, you'll be dedicating it to God. You know what I'm saying? You know, and not to your partner, you know, and trying to, you know, be this person to them in order to fulfill them, when really you're supposed to be fulfilling God. And like I said, that's not a sin, you know. You should love your partner, of course. But you should definitely love God more. So, I've just chosen to just love God more. I'm struggling right now because I've been so equipped to taking care of my children that a lot of times I forget about my own life, and I base my life around my kids. And, you know, we are brought up in a world where they tell us that we should always put our kids first. And as much as people want to believe that that is true, that is not true. Now, we should take care of our kids, definitely. We should take care of our kids. We should love our kids. And we should, you know, cherish every moment with our kids, you know, because we brought them in this world, so we should take care of them. Okay, treat them right and treat them fair. You know what I'm saying? But you don't put your children before you. No, you do not. You're not supposed to do that. If not, you will be a fool. Put God first, and then put yourself. Okay, all right. You don't put your kids first. Okay, if you did that, then you wouldn't be living for you. You'd be living for your kids. And that's not right. Okay. But I'm struggling with that because I've been raised that way, you know. And I often catch myself so drained and tired by the end of the day because I don't take time out for myself. And I'm sitting here at 12 o'clock like not knowing I have to get up at 7:30. Well, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I usually probably won't even get up until 8:30. I gotta be at work at 9, so. But those are my alarm clocks. But I know that I'll still be tired when I get up in the morning, so. We're just gonna assume I get up at 7:30, but I really get up at like 8:30, 8:40. Sometimes even like 8:50, okay? Because I work right here in the kitchen on my computer, on this desktop. I work from home. So, I'm going straight to the kitchen, okay? They can't see me, crust in the eyes and all, breath on kill. I'm just being honest, all right? But I'm just better off by myself. And I'm getting older. And I catch myself laying in bed at night And I know I'm just running my mouth, and this is what I do when I get in those moments. This is why I started recording, because I'm like, I have to catch myself, because I be cracking myself up. But I be laying in my bed at night, and I'm only 24, but like, when you look back at your life and you be like, wow, I was just 16. I was just 16. And I'm 24 now, and like, I have 2 kids. I've came so far. I've traveled so many places. I never seen my life like this, you know? And at 16, I was so free. I didn't have my first child till I was 20. But when I was 16, I was so free. Like, I was so free. Like, I never imagined this in the world. And I was so free-spirited that I talked about God a lot then, but I felt so close to God then. Like, now I'm 24, I feel like it's a different feeling now, because now it's more wisdom than how it was then, because I was so young and, you know, pure and things like that. So now it's more of like a wisdom type thing. Like, you know, it's like wisdom being bestowed upon me, you know, in order to make certain decisions in my life. But back then it was like a feeling, like I just felt hugged. I felt loved. I felt understood in a way that I could not even explain to people. And people would look at me like, she's cuckoo, but like, no, like, I can't explain. Like, it was just so, it felt good. It really did. I'm trying to learn how to adapt to this new way. But it's taken me longer than I expected. I'm trying to adapt to being an adult. I feel like I'm pretty mature for my age, but my mind sometimes reminisce about before all of this. It's like, wow, time is flying and I can't go backwards. I have to accept. So I'm at that point where I'm learning to accept. I'm becoming an adult. I am a mother, and I have to live life differently. And I struggle now. I feel like I'm getting better, but I have to make time for God. I have to make time for God. And I feel like a lot of times in my life, because of everything that's going on, and then once I get off work, I want to be lazy and lay in my bed and, you know, scroll on my phone, and then I get carried away and hours pass by, and I haven't even made any time for God. So I'm having like these random moments of when I'm like reading the Bible or I'm praying, you know what I'm saying? And that still counts, but like, you know, make time for God, you know, make time for God, for real. Because, you know, he puts his time, you know, into us when he gives us the things that we pray for, and also showing us the things that we don't get, in order to teach us a lesson about why we did not get the things that we asked for. I still pray for both the no's and the yeses, because at the end of the day, we don't know why we was told no. Only God knows that, but eventually he will reveal that to you, and that's where that wisdom comes from that I was talking about. Like, before, I loved that feeling where it'd be like I feel him like touch me, like, I got you. I got you. But now it's like it comes into my mind and I'll be like, yeah, that was God. You know? I love that. I got so long to go, but I'm okay with it. And I know this first video was long. I'm so sorry, but like, I'm one of those people, I get carried away. I start talking and I be out, like, I be to the moon with it, okay? But, and I don't want to make it like, you know, no, I don't care. You know, God is God and I love God. And I'm a new Christian, and I've split it up, you know. My younger days, I was a Christian then, but for a while, you know, I tried New Age. I also did a lot of other things, like took a long gap before I even went back to reading the Bible and things like that. So I'm back. I'm a new Christian. I'm trying to give my life back over to God and change my ways, and you guys are going to see my journey. And that's just what this is. I'm going to post every day, and I am making a vow. I'm making a vow right now before I end this video that I am going to post every day, okay? Every day. Not just once a day and not just once a week like I usually do, once a week and then it'd be like 3 weeks later. No, I am going to post every day, okay? I'm trying to make this vow now. If it's going to be right now in the morning, while I'm at work, when I'm on break, whatever, I'm going to post, okay? Some days I might be cool, calm. Some days I might be mad. Some days I might be sad. Some days I might be cool. And I just want to give you guys a few scriptures. Either way it go, I'm going to do this. And it may be hard and it may not go as far as I hoped, but at the end of the day, I'm going to know that I did this and I didn't give up on myself. And even if it does not turn out good, I still tried. And that's all that matters to me. So I love you guys. Be blessed. You guys take care. Bye.